defensive effort, obviously coming out and being able to do that in the opener must have you guys feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, I mean, a win, obviously you want to get a win, but to get it in that way, it's good. I mean, not that we didn't make mistakes, because we did, but I thought we executed fairly well for the first game, no doubt.
Can you talk about your balance a little bit, what you guys were able to do? Obviously had a ton of running yards. It wasn't just a one-sided effort there.
No, I mean, if you look at what we do, we want to take what the defense gives. And so we feel like if we can run the ball when they're a weak box and throw the ball when they're a heavy box, then that's what we want. We don't want to sit there and bang our heads against the wall. And so if we can get in the right play, and Gino does a good job of that, then obviously we'll be a better offense.
How well does Sean work with this offense? I mean, you go from the high-flying passing attack to a guy who's going in there and just pounding it away at the defense.
You said how well does it work?
Yeah, I mean,
it worked good
balance,
today.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly like it's the exact opposite of the high-flying, passing attack.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at what we're doing, I mean, we want balance. I mean, we're handing the ball off to Sean a pretty good bit, and so I don't really know how to answer that question other than when we hand it to him, it's pretty successful. So we need to continue doing it.
You all have told us multiple times though that you don't define balance as number 50, of yards.
50, no.
Yeah, I mean, what does it do for you though when you are this close to that? Does it do anything to add to what you can do?
Probably, not really. I mean, it's just basically when we watch film, it's more of the fact of are we running it in the right situation? You know what I mean? And that's basically it. I mean, it could be 50-50, it could be 80-20. I mean, if a team comes out and they want to just take away the run, then we might not run it at all. If they want to take away the pass, and we need to run it 80-90% of the time. And so that's balance in my, the way I look at it. And balance is also getting people equal touches. The more you can get, like the running back and every receiver touches, then the less they can sit there and focus on stopping one thing.
Gino was just about perfect today. Can you talk about him, the decisions he made, and just the way he was able to execute?
Oh, I thought he did a great job. I mean, we went into the game wanting to keep things simple. We felt that if we got the ball in our playmakers' hands quickly, then they would have a hard time tackling us. And I thought he did a great job sticking with the game plan. I mean, we didn't panic. We didn't try to, hurry things up and go deep when we shouldn't have went deep. And we tell the whole group beforehand, just play within yourself. You don't have to do anything superhuman. Just play within yourself and spread the ball out. And he did a great job of understanding where balls were going. And, there was a time where Stedman didn't have a lot of touches, and he does a good job of balancing that out, just throwing a couple screens out there to him and just balances out the whole offense, which is good.
At the end of 2 days, you guys said J.D. Woods had really come along. Today we saw that. Did you expect that kind of impact?
Well, that's what he's been doing since he started practicing well. So we was hoping that it would carry over to the game, and it did. And he's got a great attitude. He's playing hard. He's playing fast. And so, he adds a different element, when he's playing fast, so it's good.
What's the best game you've seen under your offensive line?
I'd have to watch the film to see. I really don't know. From me just judging, yeah, we played pretty good. I mean, I think we gave up one sack, but it was at the end, and it was really Paul's fault. And so, really and truly, it was a pretty good all-around effort.
How nice was it to see that running game today?
It was good. I mean, the better we run the ball, the better we're going to be, no doubt.
Speaking of running the ball, Marshall made an effort to get faster on defense by going smaller. They moved some defensive backs in the linebacker. Do you look at those matchups going into the game? Did you think that they would be susceptible to the runs?
We never know what they're going to do, really and truly. We don't know their game plan. All we can do is get good at what we think we need to get good at that week. And I thought, I had to go back and really study the film to see exactly what they were doing. But I thought that if we played fast and we just kept the ball on the perimeter, that we would have a lot of success, and that's what we did. We thought we could tire them out, and we did.
Understanding that you haven't watched the film yet, what didn't go right? I mean, it sure as hell looked like a lot of things went well. What are you going to go, complain about tomorrow when you meet with the guys?
I would say that, there was a couple drives in there with our ones that we probably got a little greedy, The one drive that we got down there on the goal line and didn't score is obviously not good. You don't want to go backwards when you get on the goal line. And so, there were a few negatives in there. I think when the backups got in there, they didn't really execute the way we wanted them to. And so there were some bumps in the road with those guys, which is expected, but you would hope those guys go out there and execute a little better than that. And so,
are those luxuries though, and those are the things you've got to complain about? I mean, being a little greedy and your backup's not doing as well as what you'd hope.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is, I mean, the film's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
And so we'll watch it, and there'll be, I know for a fact that, Tavon had a pretty good game, but he had a couple crucial plays that he took off that he can't do that.